What does it take to create a new future? This is a huge part of what Parsifal Academy is offering to young adults. The ability to ask that question for themselves and move toward this future that they get to create for themselves. So the first piece is that they have to see. They have to be able to see a future that they can envision. And how do they know that that vision is what they really want to move toward, right? So there's a whole process of being able to really know who you are and what your values are, what your strengths are, what you resonate with, what your passions are, what you really long to do and how you long to do it in the world. We first have to see. And then we have to honor and accept the now. What is life like now? All the things we wish we might want to change to create a new future, we can't do that if we're not going to acknowledge where we are now and what's happening now. That's such a critical piece of being able to create a new future. So there's so much around acceptance, forgiveness, just honoring where we are and the presence of this moment in order for us to move forward toward a new future. Another piece is that we want to be grounded in truths, whatever those are. We want to look at it from the standpoint of the facts or the assertions rather than the assessments. We don't want to make assumptions and judgments and have opinions without whittling it down to what do we know for sure? What are we clear about? This is kind of this first principles concept of physics, if you will. The idea that we're boiling it down to the basics and then building upon that, starting to create something rather than looking at things the way that we know them, the way that they are, and thinking that that's how we're going to solve for creating a new future, or that's the way it's going to be done. Because let's face it, what got us here today is probably not going to get us to where we want to be tomorrow. So we have to whittle it down to the basics. Another piece that we really emphasize on our Parsifal journey is this idea of being a new observer. We have to step back from the observer that we've been, the person who sees and the perspectives that we've been seeing from, and be able to see from new perspectives, open ourselves up to new possibilities. That is a key to creating a new future. Because again, if we're looking at things from the same angle all the time, we're not seeing other things from different angles. And we therefore can't know what the future is demanding of us and how to get there in a new way, right? Another piece is that we want to remove the noise. We want to clear away all the noise and the stuff that's coming at us and stop comparing ourselves to others, stop worrying about what other people think, what other people say, what the cultural status quo is, and start moving toward things in our own unique way, right? And ultimately what this is about, what creating the future is about, creating a sustainable, viable, fulfilling future, is about living life from the inside out. Tuning into who we are, what we care about, what we really want to be, and how we want to show up and serve, and then offering that up in the world in a new way and to create the future that we can see for ourselves and move from that inner place to the outside, not trying to do it from the outside in and trying to try on all of the different hats that everyone else is saying we should or shouldn't be doing, right? So these are some of the powerful keys that we need to consider when we look at creating a new future. And our young adults are the ones creating the future moving forward. And so if we don't give them space to explore these questions, to see new possibilities, to accept what is and understand how to do that, and to ground in the basics and the facts of what is without all the assessments floating around, and to see from new perspectives and to remove all that noise and to start living life from the inside out, they will struggle to create the kind of future they want, and the world will suffer for it because they won't be able to live up to the potential that they're here to live up to.